Hello, my name is Bus and welcome back to the DIY stool project. I noticed that I didn't put a material list in the beginning of my previous video. I will probably forget it again in the future, so if I do forget it, you can always check the description, I'll put it in there. Today you can see me struggle with the glue up and I will make a circle out of the top, so please enjoy. The two plates dried, stick together. You need to have big enough clamps to do this, at least 40 centimeters. Same process, flip them upright. Now it's really important to look at the orientation. So I checked 1, 2, 3, 4. So oh, that wasn't good. It popped out, but nothing is lost yet. Just press them back together. I tried to lift them like before, so I could put them a bit upright, so it's not on the ground. But I guess it wasn't firm enough when I tried to put it. See if it's flat. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it on the floor. After my heart stopped racing so hard from the first time collapsing under the tension, the wood I'm speaking of, I did it on the floor right there and just flat. The cardboard is going to stick to it, of course, because the glue is dripping out from the bottom right now. But finally, after 3 failed attempts, it's holding up. It's been there for like 15 minutes now or something, and it's still holding together. Then over here, I have my my wood that's already, I just cut it earlier. I didn't film it because it's just straightforward. I got a large beam of 2 meters and a half. Get all the pieces I needed for the legs at length. This is my mom's garage and she wanted to put the car back in because it's getting late. So I had to move the seating. Damn, was it suspenseful? But mission success. I moved it so the car can go in the garage. But things like this, it's not good for my heart though. But I guess the explanation of the wood, that's for tomorrow. For you guys, probably still the same episode, but yeah. It worked. It's one piece, sticks together, but as you can see, because I did it on the floor, as I said, the cardboard stuck to the wood, so I first have to clean that out. Now I'm gonna do that now. So just like that, most of it is gone. But now what I'm gonna do is make a circle out of it. So best way to do it, well, if you just only have a handsaw, a circle is gonna take a lot of work because yeah, it involves a lot of cutting, and cutting in a circle, it's not the easiest thing to do. So if you only have a handsaw, I'd suggest you take a little cup, you know, got a little round object over here, and you just trace the curves, the edges, so that, yeah, you're not going to get a circle, of course, but a square with round off edges. is also quite nice, but the look I'm going for is a circle, and for that I'm not going to use a handsaw but this. And why did I do the explanation of just the edges? Well, it's because I want everyone to be able to build this, and if you don't have this saw, I'll show you, one like this. If you don't have one like that, you can't, I'm not going to say you can't, but it's going to be very hard to replicate it, but there is an equally good alternative, as I just explained. So don't be sad if you can't replicate it exactly, but it's good nonetheless. How am I going to start? I don't have a round object that's exactly the diameter I need, but a very handy tool is you can mark out the center, take a string with a pencil on it, and just circle around. That's what I'm going to do. This piece of metal, talked about it already, gonna come in handy because like that you can mark the center. Just connect the edges and put a little cross in the middle. Because each board is equally wide and I made a square. The marking you just made is gonna be in the middle. That's my circle. Quite nice. So, in order to not get in my workbench, I'm gonna clamp it to the side and do it quarter by quarter. So I just got interrupted by my grandpa who called, and he said he had some thoughts on the legs of this stool. I'm probably gonna implement that. I have some spare wood over here. This will probably do just fine, but then yeah, I cut my beam in too many pieces. The legs still usable, the cross sections, that's what I have to replace with this. Yeah, but on with this. And just like that, it's a circle. Earlier I said something about sandpaper. Can't quite remember what it is, but probably something along the lines like you could do it with sandpaper. Maybe I said I am going to do it with sandpaper, but I just fetched my dad's sander, yeah. So I'm gonna use that, but fear not, the old and reliable sandpaper still does the job. The thing is, this stool is mostly going to be used by children, and they don't want any splinters. No one wants that, but they are far more touchy, those children, and when they touch all of it, there might be a higher risk of splinters if I do it all by hand. With the sander, I'm quite sure that that problem is not going to present itself. I'm just going to clamp the half of it do these two pieces, the side pieces, flip it over, do the others. Oh, and for this, the dust it's creating, it's very harmful. I noticed that it isn't a perfect circle yet, so I'm gonna go over the edges where it's not round enough. We would just round it up a bit. What I'm also gonna do before what I said I was initially going to do, just go over the edges with a 45-degree angle, so that it's very smooth and not a sharp angle. Not quite there yet, but I'm gonna show you the difference. As you can see, that's where I already sanded, and that still needs to happen. It isn't all the way good yet, because you can see here's a little bit dark yet, so it needs to be smooth all the way, and still a little gap here. So I'll come back after it's completely sanded. That's all for today. Maybe you noticed my hair right now is way longer than it is in the video, but that's because it's quarantine and we can't go to the hairdressers. It's also January and me and my editor, we're still in school and we have exams. We have to prioritize school, of course, so if there happens to be a little delay in release of videos, don't worry, they will come, maybe just a little bit later than usual. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell, and see you guys next time.